I chose Christmas with my in-laws. My mom hasn't spoken to me since. My mother's hand hit the kitchen table so hard the coffee mugs rattled. If you go to his parents' house on Christmas, don't bother coming here. I just suggested splitting the day so our daughter could see everyone. She was 2. She didn't understand why holidays had to be weapons. My husband Levi stood frozen in the doorway holding our daughter's coat. My dad sat in the corner pretending to read the paper. Nobody said anything while my mom stared at me like I'd announced I was moving to another country. I said we'd figure something out and left. The calls started that night. She phoned 3 times before dinner the next day. The voicemail said family comes first. The second one said my in-laws had plenty of holidays with us already. The third one didn't say anything, just her breathing for 10 seconds before she hung up. My dad started forwarding me messages. Long paragraphs about how much this hurt her, how she'd been counting on having us there, how she didn't know what she'd done to deserve being pushed aside. He never wrote his own words. He just sent hers and added, "Please talk to your mother" at the bottom. My sister texted asking which house I'd picked. She said she needed to know where the explosion was going to happen so she could plan around it. My brother called and said he'd cover for me if I wanted to skip this year entirely. He sounded exhausted. I hadn't even made a decision yet. I was trying to find a way to make everyone happy, and it was already falling apart. 2 weeks before Christmas, my mom sent a text at 11 at night. It was 8 paragraphs long. She said I was abandoning them. She said this was the last Christmas before everything changed because we were moving in the spring. She said I'd been plotting to escape her all along, and now I finally had the excuse. The move was for Levi's job and better schools. I told her that. She'd nodded and said it sounded like a good opportunity. Now she was rewriting it like I'd been secretly planning to cut her out of our lives. The message ended with, "I hope you're happy with what you're doing to this family." I read it twice. Then I put the phone down and stared at the ceiling for 20 minutes. Levi asked if I was okay. I said I didn't know yet. I wrote back the next morning. I told her we'd come by on Christmas Eve for a few hours. Christmas Day we'd spend at Levi's parents' house where nobody yelled or cried or turned holidays into loyalty tests. I said we loved her, but we couldn't keep doing this every year. She didn't respond. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb and left it in a drawer. Christmas Eve was tense. My mom barely spoke to me. My dad hugged me too long at the door like he thought I might not come back. My sister whispered good luck when we left. My daughter didn't notice. She was too excited about the cookie she'd decorated. Christmas morning we drove to Levi's parents' house. His mom opened the door, smiling. His dad had hot chocolate ready. Our daughter tore into her presents on the living room floor while everyone laughed and took pictures. Nobody stormed out. Nobody cried in the bathroom. Nobody made anyone feel guilty for being there. Levi's mom asked if we were okay. I realized I'd been waiting for something to go wrong. I said we were fine. For the first time in years, I meant it. My phone stayed silent for 3 days. When I finally checked it, there were 2 messages from my dad asking how Christmas went. Nothing from my mom. My daughter asked when we'd see grandma again. I said soon. I didn't know if that was true, but I wasn't going to make her worry about it. We're moving in April. My mom still hasn't called. My siblings say she's hurt. My dad says she'll come around eventually. I don't know if she will. I know my daughter won't grow up thinking holidays are supposed to feel like walking through a minefield. That's worth whatever this costs.